So we're just going to start off standing tall, and I'm just going to take this little rock side to side, just kind of get a little bit of movement in the legs, and I'm going to add some little shoulder rolls. Let's just think about this nice full range of motion up and back with the shoulders. Just an easy side to side, getting some movement in the legs. Now I'm going to take it to more of an elbow, an easy pull back. Loosening up, getting everything warm, ready to move. Now I'm going to extend those arms and swim it back. Think about this reach out of your side body. Let's do 4, 3, 2. I'm going to bring it forward. So swimming it forward, nice and tall, shoulders back, pulling in a full inhale, full exhale, and let's take it down, just the shoulders, maybe more of an elbow. Let's do 4, 3, 2, take it to an easy swing. I'm adding a heel curl, so bringing that heel up to your bottom. Just getting a little bit of movement. Reach, reach. Pull those abs in tight. 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2. Now bring it in front. Knee lift with an arm overhead. Up and up. Nice and big here. Reach up and over. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Easy tap. All right, so I'm going to bring this over to my mat, and we're going to come into more of this wide stance. I'm going to turn my knees and toes out toward the corners, shoulders back. I want to imagine a wall behind me. So we're just going to practice a couple of these little plie squats. Take a big inhale up and exhale down. And inhale up and exhale down. Trying to keep your posture really tall, abs are engaged. And just imagine this wall right down your back, sliding down the wall and back to the top. Now hold it down here and take some little pulses. So I've got both heels on the floor for the moment, and if you need to kind of scooch your feet out just a little bit, take this time. I want to make sure that my knees aren't shooting past my toes. And it doesn't have to be super deep, but I want you to feel it in these quads and these hips waking up. Now I'm going to hold it nice and low, and I'm going to alternately lift a heel. So up and down, up and down. Just pop it to the ball of the foot and then set it down with control. Up and down, up and down. Now, I want you to hold it here. Those quads might be talking to you a little bit. We're going to take doubles. So both the heels are going to come up and down, and up and down. Keep reaching those arms. Now, if you need a little break, you can always take them in. I know those shoulders might be a little tired. Up and down. Let's get one more. Up and down. Bring it up and give yourself a quick little shoulder roll. All right, we're going to keep those legs in the same position and kind of similar to what we were just working through. So we're going to take it up and down and up with the arms and down. I want to sink through the tailbone, getting low, maybe getting a little lower with each one. Down and up. Think about scooping that belly button in, keeping that posture tall, and down and up. Let's get one more, and I'm going to hold it low. I'm going to reach the arms. Now I'm going to add some little circles. Let's wake up those shoulders. So both heels are on the floor. Keep it tall, keep reaching. Little circles, just stirring. And I'm going to pop my right foot and just hold it. Keep stirring. 4, 3, 2. Set that heel down. Reverse your arms. Pop your left heel. Keep it tall, shoulders back. Think about that wall right behind you. Quads might be talking to you a little bit. Now let's see if we can pop both heels and keep stirring. It's going to challenge your balance. Find a focal point, somewhere you can fix your gaze. Work on your balance. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Whew. Bring it in and give yourself a little shake. All right, so I'm just going to move the chair out of the way for just a moment. And we're going to do something that's a little new to all of us. And so it's a little we're kind of working into a little bit of a flow. So I'm gonna start at what I would think as the top end of my mat. So I'm gonna stand nice and tall. We're gonna do some chair squats. So for right now, just focus on the chair. So imagine there's a chair behind you. You're gonna sit down, your booty's almost gonna touch, and then you're gonna come up. So sitting down and up. So reaching the arms out nice and long, out of the front of the shoulder, and up. So as I come up, I want to think about a little squeeze, a little extra squeeze in there. So down and up, and down and up. Now I'm going to hold it halfway down. Now I am going to turn to face you, so I'm just going to step out into a nice wide squat. I'm going to go back into my chair, down and up. Now I'm going to go to the other side, so I'm going to take my back to you. So I'm going to go down and out, in and up. So I'm going to face you down and out and in and up. So kind of stay down in that little hover chair. So down to the back, out, in and up. Down, out, in and up. Nice and low. Get that reach, in and up. So down, big step, pull it in and up, down, out, in, woo, find your balance, and up. One more, guys, down and out and in and up to the back, down and out and in and up. Shake out those legs a little bit. So we're gonna add on to that. Give yourself a quick little break, quick little reset, anything that you need here. Starting back with those little chair squats. So nice and tall, so you kind of have an idea how far out you need to step or can step. But what we're gonna add, so let me just show you this. So we're gonna step out, then I'm gonna rotate this front knee, step in and up, all right? So it's gonna be this out, rotate, and pull it in and up. All right, we're gonna add some dips to that knee, but let's just get that initial movement. So there's just those chair squats, so just start chairs. So down and up. Sitting those hips back and up and down and up. All right, guys, ready? Just the out and back. So down, out, I'm gonna go back and up. Other side, down, out, back, and up. Now I'm gonna add that little knee rotate. Down, out, knee rotate, and up. Down, out, knee rotate, so I'm facing, and up. Down, out, knee rotates in, and up. Down, out, turn that knee in, and up. One more each way, guys. Down, out, turn it in, pull it up, and down, out, turn it in, and pull it up. Woo, finding balance there on that last one. All right, so we're gonna add some dips on that little knee rotate in. Shoulders back. So start with your chair squat. So down and up, get those hips back and up, sink low, get those hips, get those glutes. Now, ready? Rotate and knee in. So down, out, knee in, hold, and take 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Other side, so down, rotate out, knee in, take it 3, 2, 1, step it in and up. So chair, step wide, rotate that knee in, hold it here, 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. One more, down, out, rotate that knee, find your stance, and 3, 2, 1, and up. Come on up, nice and tall. All right, we're gonna go through that again, but let's grab our weights. So if you have 3s, if you have 5s, even if you don't have weights, if you just have something kind of heavy. Last week, a couple people used some canned items. If you have like some heavy, mostly full shampoo bottles, that could work. Something that you can hold on. And just be real careful as you're holding them. I've seen a lot of like video bloopers, and so I would hate for anything like that to drop on your foot. So just be real conscious of how we are moving. So let's keep our movements kind of slow and controlled. All right, so I'm going to start off, I'm going to start with threes. All right, so just standing nice and tall. We're just gonna hold this in the crook of our thumb, and I'm just gonna take a little punch to the front. So I wanna wake up those shoulders a bit more. They might be awake somewhat, but this is really gonna slap them open. So reach, reach, reach. Now I'm reaching out through the shoulder, but I wanna make sure my core is also engaged. I've got a little bit of softness in my knees. Nice and tall, shoulders back. Not grasping your equipment if you can help it. And let's keep it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm gonna bring it in. Shoulders back with the weight just in the crook of your thumb. If you're holding these little types of weights, we're gonna take an external rotation and in. So just think about the open and the close. So a little bit of softness in those knees still, and open and close, and open and close. So this is the movement that we'll do when we step out wide. So we're gonna take that little external rotation. Nice and tall. And then when we rotate that knee in and go for those dips, we're going to add some biceps curls. So everybody join me with some biceps curls. Nice and tall, shoulders back. So just the arms for the moment. And curl and release. Now if you don't have weights or you don't have heavy weights, what you can do is think of them like they're very heavy, and I want you to really contract in the top of the arm, the biceps, the front of the arm. So getting that really strong curl and release, and curl and release. We won't do this many, we'll probably do 3 at any given time. So go ahead and bring this up, release it down, and give yourself a little break. Okay, so setting ourselves up just as we did with that little step out sequence. We're just gonna add some arms, okay? So starting off nice and tall, hands easy by your side or your chair squats. So we're just gonna go down and up and down and up. Sit those hips back, down and up. Let's get one more. Now I'm gonna bring it, bent elbows. We're gonna go out. Let's go ahead and step it in just to get the feel. And up. Let's go to the other side. So I'm going to curl, step out, step in, and release. Let's do that one again. Just that little step out. Bring it in and release. So I'm going to this bent 90-degree angle arm. Rotate out, rotate in, and up. Now we'll add that little knee. So I'm going to go down, rotate out. Now rotate in, and we're going to take 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and step it all the way in, shoulders back. Do it again. To the back, curl, step it out, rotate, and go 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and step it in, shoulders back. Let's do that again. So we're going to sit, rotate, bring that knee in, take 3 dips with 3 biceps curls, and slide that foot in. Let's do it to the back. So we're going to sit halfway in that chair, arms bent, take it out, rotate in, and take it 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to step it in, nice and tall, shoulders back. I want to add one more little layer. So as we come from this little knee, go ahead and extend those arms. You're going to push it up into a knee, and then come down. So if you don't like the arms in that overhead reach with the weights, you don't have to do that, okay? So just bring it to step in. But if you can, from this little lunge position, you're gonna come up, pop the knee, and down. All right, so here we go. Shoulders back, and if you need to leave anything out, just kind of get that rotate and back in at the very least. All right, shoulders back, nice and tall. Take in your chair squats, just your chairs. So down and up, and down and up. Down, one more please. Down Now crook those elbows. We're gonna sit, rotate, knee in, and 3, 2, and 1. Now, I'm gonna go down into that little dip. I'm gonna pop it up and stand. So take it down, rotate out, rotate in, 3, 2, and 1. Go back to the bottom, extend those arms. Now press up and down. Here we go. So sit and out, rotate, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take those arms down, press up and down. Here we go. And out, rotate, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and go back to the bottom and press and down. Let's get one more each side, guys. So sit, out, knee in, 3 curls, 2, and 1. Go back to the bottom and press and down. One more time. Down, take it out, rotate in. There's 3, 2, and 1. Go back to the bottom and press and come on down. Give yourself just a quick little release. All right, so I'm gonna set my weights down and I'm gonna bring my chair in. All right, so if you have a kitchen chair, if you have the side of a couch, whatever you need, go ahead and bring that in. So we're gonna do some dips first. So I just wanna have a seat, nice and tall, shoulders back, and I'm just gonna scoot myself to the edge, taking your hands just right over the edge of the chair. I'm gonna walk my feet out and shift my hips forward. And we're just gonna take these little dips down and up, nice and tall. Scoop that belly. 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Sit those hips back. Give your wrists and forearms a little break. So taking these little stretches, each hand, each wrist, and just giving yourself that little release. All right, let's do that again. Nice and tall, shoulders back. Whew, I forgot my sweat towel. That was a bad thing to forget today. I'm gonna take my hands just right by my hips, and I'm going to shift, and I want to lower and lift. Now, as I'm going through this, the movement is in my arms, so I don't wanna think real hip thrusty, and you don't have to go super low with these. Down and up, and down and up. Give yourself 4 more, guys. 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Giving those hands a break. If you want to give your triceps a little stretch, so reaching for the back, you can also take it across like this as well. Nice and tall. I'm going to take a big reach and switch sides. Make sure you get both. And come on down. All right, for those of you who know me, you know I like them in threes. Here we go. So let's take one more set of those dips, finding those hands just over the edge of your chair. Scooch those feet forward a little bit if you want, and let's take 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, big press. Come on, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, make it good. Whew. And shake it out. This time, we are going to face the chair. So we're gonna do some planks on our chair, and I'm gonna take my hands wide, just let my fingers curl over the edge of the seat. If you don't have that type of chair, if you're on something soft, maybe say a sofa, I would say maybe using your fists, keeping your wrists as neutral as possible. I don't want you to fold back super far in those wrists. It's a lot of strain, a lot of pressure on those wrists. So from here, I'm just going to lean forward, finding a good place for my hands, and then let's step those feet back. So let's just start with a plank. So if your booty is still out here a little bit, squeeze those hips forward, lower, and let's just hold here for just a moment. Nice and tall. Think about pulling your shoulders down your back, sliding the shoulder blades into your back pockets, guys. Lengthening through the neck. So think about that string, not quite out of the top of the head, but pulling maybe to the opposite corner of the room. Nice and tall, shoulders down. Couple more breath cycles here, guys. And we'll take that big inhale, and then on the exhale, press back, step your feet in if you'd like, and lean into more of a downward facing dog type position. Think about pushing your chest through your arms. Now, we didn't do our standing fold sequence, so your hands might be a little bit tight. So you can use this opportunity to kind of lean in and out, getting that little stretch. Also gives a little bit of a break for that low back. Now I want to make sure that I have my chair, that it's not sliding. Mine was trying to slide. Okay, so we are going to go back and revisit that plank. We're going to add a couple things. So we're going to add a little knee pull. So just that straight little knee pull. Those of you who've done my class, I would call it maybe a knee hover. And then we're also going to add that little external rotation at the hip. All right, so just kind of playing with some different knee pulls here. If you need to take a break, give those hands that rotation, flexion, extension as you need. All right, so let's set this up. Bringing those hands over the chair, and I'm going to step one foot back, other foot back, and hold my plank. Nice and long, so I want to think about that squeeze in my glutes, that long straight back, that navel to spine. All right, so I'm going to have my feet ready so I can lift. I'm going to pull one knee up. I'm going to take it back. Other knee up, and take it back. Nice and long through that body, and take it back. And knee up, so think about that knee hover, and back. Scoop that belly, and take it back. And knee in, and take it back. Let's get one more set here. Knee in, and take it back. And last one. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to take that little down dog type position or forward fold, stretching, giving these hands a little break. So this one, we're going to do the same knee pull, and I'm going to add an external rotation. So think like a fire hydrant. Okay, shoulders down. Now with that, we don't want to let that whole hip lift. So just think about just that lift, keeping the hips flat and square, and then a really controlled lower. So we're not lifting that whole pelvis. All right, here we go. So setting it up, taking those hands, finding position on your chair or your surface, nice and long. All right, so I'm going to start with the leg closer to you so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to lift, rotate out, rotate in, and down. Other side, lift, out, and in, and down. Scoop that belly, lift, and out, and in, and down. Keep it long, lift, and out, and in, and down. Keep it strong, guys. You're doing great. Lift, and in, and down, and lift, and out, and in. Let's get one more each side, guys. Lift, out, in, and down. Last one, we're gonna take a little break. And out, and in, and down. Go ahead and shift back. Step those feet apart, sink back into your little stretch. Giving those hands a little break, flexion, extension if you need that. Okay, so we are going to revisit that plank. We're gonna add some push-ups. So it's gonna get a little harder. I'm gonna do triceps push-ups, so I want those elbows skimming past the ribs, okay? So just that easy little elbow in and up. It doesn't have to be super deep. So listen to your body. Think about keeping those elbows nice and close. They might try to flare on you. Pull them back. Ready? Here we go. We're almost done with this portion. I'm going to step it back, finding that nice long plank. I'm going to line my shoulders up over my wrists. And I'm just going to lower down and press. And down and press. Now I'm not going super deep. And press. I've got a chair kind of in the way, but also I feel like this is pretty effective for what I'm doing. I'm keeping that long straight line keeping my glutes squeezed and keeping my core active, pushing your chest forward and back and down and up. 2 more, guys, you've got this. Down and up. Last one. Down and up, bringing it into that little fold. Give yourself a little break. All right, stretching through those hands and wrists. We're gonna go back to our weights. So I'm just gonna set the chair out for just a moment, and we are going to go into a split stance. So I'm gonna step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, nice and tall, shoulders back. So what we're gonna do here is 1 arm to the front, 1 arm to the side. All right, so my legs are wonky. And bring it up. And so we're gonna get this one side first. So we're gonna just take that little dip and lift. Now if your legs feel a little shaky, that's okay. If you feel like you need a break, just kind of sink down into that front leg, straighten the back leg, and do the raises. If you wanna add the little dip, there's an option. And down and up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Roll those shoulders out. Let's get some biceps. So nice and tall. I'm just going to stand tall. We're going to go up and down and up and down. Now, you can stay with this. You know me, I can't stay in one place for very long. I'm going to pop my right knee and lift if you can, focusing on some balance. Maybe find a focal point somewhere you can fix your gaze and just think about the balance. I was going to say worry about the balance, but let's not worry about it. And bring it up and down. Stabilize through that foot and ankle and down. 2 more, guys. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Shake it out. All right, so when I did my split stance, I had my right leg in front for the first set. I'm going to go for my left leg in front for this one. We're going to take that lateral arm raise, lateral and anterior, excuse me. So I'm going to take that lift and lower and lift and lower. Now, if you need to, you can just sink down into that split stance and stay here doing the arms. If you want to add that little dip, here's your option. Dip. So one arm is lifting front, the other arm is lifting side. Up and down. Up and down. Think about that string out of the top of your head, guys. Finding that balance. And up. Down and up. 1 more. Down and up. Bring it in. Shake it out. And let's get those biceps again. So I popped my right foot on that first set. Starting your biceps. Stay here. Or pop that left foot. You can lift and find your balance, finding a focal point, somewhere you can fix your gaze. Nice and tall, string out of your head. Keep it strong with control, lowering it down. Give yourself 2 more. And down, and up, and down. Shake it out. Give yourself just a quick little break. All right, so we're going to go into reverse flies. So for this one, I'm going to find that little chair again. And so I'm going to hold my arms out, but I'm going to hold it thumbs down. We're going to be lifting up and then bringing them down, thumbs meet in the front. Okay? So I want to get my feet about shoulder distance apart. I'm going to sink my hips back, and the weights are just right out to the front. And we're going to pull back and lower with control. Pull back and lower with control. Now a little bit of a bend in the elbow, a little softness in the elbow. I want to lock out these joints and pull back and pull it in. Pull back and pull it in. Keep it strong here, guys. And pull it in. Back. Think about that squeeze in that upper middle back. And let's do 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it up. Nice and tall, shoulders back. All right, so I'm going to take just kind of a wide stance, knees and toes open. We're going to take some upright rows. So I'm going to start with my hands again in the front, thumbs toward each other, and we're going to lift and lower. So as I lift, I'm gonna add just a little bit of a squeeze, shoulder blades at the top and lower. So lift, squeeze, and lower. Now, you can stay here or add those legs and find that stance and lower and lift and lower. Nice and tall. Lift and lower. So I want to keep my wrists and forearms fairly neutral. I don't want to bend like that. So just pull it back and down and pull back and down. Two more, guys. Pull back and down. One more. Back and down. Give yourself a quick little break. Let's go through those two again. So nice and tall, shoulders back. Now we're going to take that little chair yet again for our reverse flies. So I'm just going to sink my hips down, finding maybe hovering above that chair, and back and down with control. So try not to let your weights pull you back down. So lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep that belly scooped in. Think about that length through your head. So if your head is down here, pull it back up. Find a little spot about 4 or 5 feet ahead of you and fix your gaze there. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and we're gonna bring it up nice and tall. Give yourself nice little shoulder rolls. One more set of our upright rows. So I'm going to find that stance, just a little external rotation with the hips. Knees are kind of soft here. And start with your rows, upright rows, excuse me. So up and down. Wrist and forearm solid, and down, and up, and down. Now, if you want, stay here, or add that lower, and lift. Squeeze those hips, squeeze those glutes at the top. So down, and up, and down, and up. Nice and tall, guys. Down, and up, down and up. Give yourself 2 more. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. And a little shoulder roll. Good work. Grab a drink. Give yourself just a quick little break. Little shoulder rolls. All right. So we're going to do one more thing, standing with our weights. All right, so finding your weights. We are going to do a hammer curl and a shoulder press. All right, so nice and tall. So for this one, we can take a little chair squat again. So chair, press, down, chair, press, up, and chair, and up. So on this one, I want to think more about this curl and then flip it to that shoulder press. So if you're kind of flinging your weights, maybe take the chair away and let's just think about this really smooth control. Thumb to shoulder, flip it, press it up and down. And so elbows are in, elbows are out. And taking that little curl, press, and with the little chair squat if you want it, and down, press. Try not to let any momentum sneak in, press, and down, and press, and down, and press. 2 more, please. Down, and press. Last one. And we're going to just take the press. Overhead press. Nice and tall. Reaching it up. And here's 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and bring it down. Shake it out. All right, so let's come down to the floor. And we're going to bring our chair in. And we are going to keep our weight. So we're just going to kind of use all the stuff now. So I'm gonna bring my chair in, and I wanna have it anchored on the mat so that it doesn't wanna slip away from me. All right, so if you don't have a chair for this first little bit, we're gonna be doing these little crunches to either side of the chair. So if you're using maybe your sofa or something that's a little big, just kind of scoot out and imagine that you have a chair in front of you. All right, so from here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back. So I want my knees kind of close, so I have to get around that chair. So I'm going to lean back, pull my knees in. I'm going to extend and extend, extend and extend. Pull it in, reach it, pull it in, reach it. Scoop that belly. Here's 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to pull it in for just a quick little release. So we're going to do that again, and then I'm going to add up and over, up and over. So you can stick with the little side to side if you want, but see if you can get those feet up and over, longer, straighter legs, engaging our quads. So scoop the belly, lean back, find that spot. So I'm gonna pull my knees in. I'm gonna start with that little crunch, side to side. Now, take it up and over, up and over, up and over. Scoop, scoop that belly and over. 3, 2, 1, all the way back, knees in. Woo, I think I feel that in my quads more after all those little exercises. I'm just gonna push my chair so that I can stretch, leaning down through those arms, getting this nice little release in my lumbar. All right, so I'm gonna wait, my chair comes in. I'm gonna bring my heels to the chair. We're gonna be going into some bridging. This is pretty strong on these hamstrings. So if you feel like you might cramp, stretch that leg out. If you're more comfortable, probably more comfortable on the floor, but we're not here for comfort, are we? So you have a couple of options, feet on the floor, feet on the chair, all right? So we are going to scoot our hips forward just a little bit. And for me personally, I like my feet more toward the edge of the chair. You can bring it in toward the center. I don't know how your chair is. Mine has a little bit of that dip for the derriere. So I'm just gonna find this edge. So I want my weights somewhat accessible, so have them kind of nearby. We're gonna start with just our bridging. I wanna start off spinal articulation. So I'm gonna inhale, and on the exhale, I wanna peel. I wanna scoop my belly, lift my tailbone, and come up into this really extra high bridge. So when I think about this strong squeeze, lifting through those hips, I'm gonna inhale, and on the exhale, walk it down with control, nice and slow. So that was, you may be feeling those hamstrings kind of talking to you. They're gonna speak to you a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna take this up again. Inhale, exhale, peel, scoop that belly, and lift. Think about that really strong line from your knees to your shoulders, lifting, and we're gonna lower with control. All right, so adding on, we're gonna come up into our bridge. I'm gonna add the arms, and we're gonna take a fly. So you can choose to do this without weights, or you can add those little weights, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and add mine. If you're not quite sure, I would say start without, and then if you feel pretty secure, feel okay, go ahead and add them in. But with them coming over our chest like this, I want you to be very aware of where they are and how you're holding them. I'd hate for anything to drop on you. All right, so we're gonna start off from the tailbone. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna exhale and peel, coming up into this really strong bridge, and I'm gonna extend my arms out. We're gonna take that fly. We're gonna open and close, and open and close. Really strong here. Open and close. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 more, guys. Inhale down, exhale up. My hands are talking. Inhale down, exhale up, We're gonna walk it down the spine, elbows down. I'm gonna set my weights down and walk my knees in. I'm gonna take a quick little stretch. I'm just gonna rest one leg while I stretch the other. So pulling this leg in, opening through your hamstrings. Add a little point and flex if you'd like. And I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna take the other side. So starting off with that long, straight leg, engaging your quads, a little point and flex. All right, so we are going to do another set, and this time it's gonna be long, alternating overhead reach. So I'm going to lead with my pinky and my thumb. So I'll bring my chair back in. All right, so finding the position that's best for you for your bridge. And if you don't want to have it weighted, you don't have to. We're gonna inhale and exhale, bridge it up, nice and strong. I'm gonna reach both arms overhead. So I'm gonna take one arm up, one arm down, and switch, and switch. Think about pressing those hips up, and lift, lift. Woo, come on, keep it going, guys. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. A little extra squeeze in those glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna bring those hips down, bring those weights down, and take a little break. Good job, you guys. I'm gonna extend, so let's rest my left, extend my right. Nice long stretch here. And I'm gonna switch, here we go. Other side, so lengthen out, give those hamstrings really nice, well-deserved little stretch. All right, so from here, we are going to, one more little, I'm losing all my words, I can hear a ruckus upstairs. Okay, so I'm gonna dig my left heel on, right foot is going to stretch up toward the ceiling, and we're going to lift and lower, and lift and lower. Single leg, drive up and down, and up and down. 2 more, guys. Up and down. Last one, up and down. Switch sides. Here we go. Other side. So extend that left leg. Drive your footprint up. So up and down. Up and down. Really strong. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Bring those knees in. Take a little break. All right, so I'm just going to push my chair and bring this up. All right, guys. So let's extend the legs to the front. Actually, I'm going to extend my right leg to the front. So get that out of the way. I want to think about this long stretch down the back of my thigh, my hamstring stretch, and I want to flex my foot. So sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back. Now, I'm going to lean my heart in the direction of my foot. So I don't want to round over, not yet. So I want to think about keeping this long, straight line down my back. So more of a hinge than a round, than a curve. So keeping that foot flexed, long, straight back. Now, go ahead and round forward. Take your opposite hand, either to the ankle or the outside of the foot. And gently pull into that stretch. Think about sending your breath into those tight spots. And bring this up nice and tall. And I'm just going to move this foot into a butterfly. So I'm just going to take this easy little stretch up. Your knees are still kind of high, kind of up here. Use your forearms to maybe help them out just a little bit. Think about relaxing the knees down toward the floor. I want to try to keep my heart lifted, my chest open. think about a string out of the top of your head, pulling the shoulder blades down your back. And I'm going to take my left leg forward. So just as we did before, starting off, sitting up tall and flexing that foot. Now for some people, the hamstring flexibility it can be a real issue. And so even just sitting here may feel like, oh my gosh, it's really tight. One way that you can kind of modify and help yourself with this would maybe to be sitting on a yoga block, or you could even sit on maybe like a rolled up blanket or a pillow, just to kind of get your hips up just a little higher if you needed that. If you can, I want you to take that lean chest toward your heart, long, flat back, leaning into that stretch. Think about sending your breath into those tight spaces. We're different on each side, so just thinking about what you can do to help relax that muscle, ease into that stretch. Now, I'm going to go ahead and round forward. I'm going to take my right hand out across my left ankle or around the foot. So depending on how you're feeling, just help yourself forward into the stretch, pulling into it, breathing. Make sure we're not holding our breath. Nice and long through the back of your leg. Sorry for anybody who just heard my husband say that. Sitting up nice and tall. And we are going to fold forward, leaning into this, taking that nice long stretch. And carefully, slowly bringing yourself up. All right, so I'm just going to kick my feet underneath and rock forward to the ball of the foot. Take a moment, settle into those heels. We're nice and tall, shoulders back. All right, from here, we're going to settle into the fingertips, lift the tailbone, and pedal through those legs. So I'm just going to pop one knee, straighten the other. Let the head relax forward and shake the head no. Both heels down, pressing toward your thighs. Soften the knees, slide the hands up and unfold, coming up nice and slow, head and shoulders stack, and we're going to take a big inhale. We're going to exhale down. I want to interlace my fingers and press the knuckles away, opening through the shoulders and the chest. Now, take a release to the front and press through your palms, opening up across the back. Take a big inhale, palms up, open wide, pecs and biceps. So I'm going to think about the stretch through the front of the arm and the shoulders into the chest. All right, we're going to do some little grapevines. So we're almost done. We're practically done. I'm going to reach one arm up, other arm back, and then we're just going to switch. We're a little different on each side. So let's just continue, just a really easy little switch. Try not to lose your chin here. And switch, and switch. All right, guys, let's get one more each side. So I'm going to bring that right arm up and over and back. Fingertips might touch. And other side, getting as deep into the stretch as we can. And a big inhale, arms are going to go up. Exhale, floating it down. Good work, you guys. Thank you very much for joining me for the conditioning. And we're going to get set up for flexibility.